Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another video. Now yesterday, the official Jedi Fallen Order teaser trailer got released. So I've watched the trailer a few times and I found a few little Easter eggs that I think will be really interesting to talk to you guys about. So firstly, we know there are no microtransactions in this game, thank the Lord, because that was a complete nightmare in the last one. Also, we know there's no multiplayer, so it's going to be completely story-based. The story follows Cal, a Jedi Padawan that didn't get killed in Order 66 Purge. So obviously this game is set just after Revenge of the Sith. Now in the opening scene we can see Cal sort of keeping a low profile. It seems that he's quite isolated and doesn't trust anyone, and I think he's located on the planet Broker. Now we can see that Cal's got a pretty dangerous job taking apart these starships. When one of his broskies falls into like a Sarlacc looking thing, he uses the Force, and that's accompanied by him narrating over the top of the trailer saying that you shouldn't really reach within. I think that's just symbolic of him giving away that he has, Jedi powers. And if you look closely in this scene, just in the background, you can see an Imperial probe droid watching him as he uses the Force to save, hopefully, his mate that's fallen into Sarlacc pit. Imagine just falling into a Sarlacc pit right now. I don't want it. I don't have to fall in. It's a green screen. I don't care. And in this trailer, we get introduced to new villains, such as a Purge Trooper. They're dispatched if there's rumor of a Jedi. Now, the Purge Troopers get sent out before Inquisitors are called out. They can deal with the Jedi on the spot, then they will, but if they need backup, then they'll call out an Inquisitor, who are also known as Second Sisters. Now, these guys are very interesting. I'm probably going to do a separate video on them. Now, the Second Sisters look awesome. Basically, they're Force sensitive and were trained specifically to hunt and kill Jedi. Now in this scene, which is probably my favourite in the trailer, we can see the Second Sister, or the Inquisitor, jumping on front of the ship that Cal's just tried to escape on, and using the Force to pull the ship down and crash it. When I initially saw this, I thought that she was trying to sort of break through the glass because it cracks a bit, but she's actually pulling down the joystick so that she can crash the ship. And then within this entire scene, we actually get introduced to a former Jedi Knight by the name of Seer. Now, I'm not sure what her relationship will be with Cal, but obviously they do encounter each other at some point in the story. So I think we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to see what happens there. And this is where we have a few Easter eggs in the trailer which are pretty interesting. So, in this scene when we see Cal sort of opening that hangar door, shedding light on what looks like a Jedi Starfighter. Now if you look closely, it looks purple. Now obviously seeing the colour purple, I immediately associate with Mace Windu, who is one of my favourite Jedi. Now it is known that he had a Jedi Starfighter, although we don't see it in the prequels. He definitely did have one. Now it would have been purple because, Mace Windu purple, that's his colour, bro. It's got to be. Now if we look into the description of the game, it does say that players will recognise iconic, weapons, gear, locations, vehicles, etc. So I think this could be a pretty clear indication that this potentially is Mace Windu's fighter. So that's a little bit of an Easter egg for you there. Now in this scene is another potential Easter egg. This planet looks like, it's not confirmed, but it looks like Dathomir, which interestingly is where Darth Maul was born. So perhaps we'll be exposed to some remnants of Darth Maul, because he's a bit of a beast, with his dual lightsaber and stuff. If we take a closer look at this shot, we can see that the clone trooper is in sort of green armor, which could indicate that this clone trooper was part of the 41st Clone Trooper Corps. Now these troopers were typically based on Kashyyyk, so that probably indicates to us that we'll be able to travel to that world. And this takes me to my next point, which is that this game is open world, and its main aims are exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. And the fact that it's open world means that we can travel to different locations, hopefully whenever we want, but there is something in the game description that suggests that if you don't have the right powers or abilities, you might not be able to progress in certain worlds or certain locations, which would therefore mean you've got to go back and master those abilities or go to different locations in order to get through to other locations. You know what I mean? I've said locations too many times, whatever. Now, one of the final things I want to talk about is Cal's lightsaber. Now, I don't think correct me if I'm wrong, we've ever seen a double-sided Jedi lightsaber. Now, if you look closely at the end of this lightsaber, it does look like it's been damaged and that it could be a double-sided blade. However, it might just be for aesthetic reasons, just the hilt's been cut off and it just looks kind of cool, and it, shows that he's a Jedi in hiding that's come up through this purge of the Jedi Order 66, etc. Also in this shot, we can see Cal sort of making a sprint across a wall. It kind of looks like he's doing this kind of wall run thing. This has been very popular in games since like Titanfall, so I think it definitely is a mechanic that could be implemented into a Star Wars game. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you weren't initially, sold and really excited about the trailer, hopefully this has hyped you up a little bit, because I'm really excited for it. The official release is November 15th this year, so we don't have that long to wait. We'll be getting some gameplay pretty soon, I'm sure, which I'll be definitely covering, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned so you don't miss any of that content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about these little sort of Easter eggs and theories that we've spotted in the trailer. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next video.